Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is TwoHeadedFlounder and welcome to a new series that I'm going to be starting up on this channel where I play Pokemon TCG Live as a brand new account. Effectively what this series is going to be is me making a brand new account. As you can see down here, level 1. We haven't touched anything other than the Battle Pass, which is at level 2. Effectively because once you get through the tutorial stuff, it kind of forces you to do the Battle Pass because, you know, the game just needs to walk you through every little detail. So we have a bit of access to some cards that we normally wouldn't have, which is fine because it's not a whole lot, but at the same time, like, I just need to throw that out there. But we are level 1 and that is the most important thing. Effectively, the goal of this series is to just have fun, but also not having access to every card available means effectively my deck building skills should pretty much improve, hopefully. And on top of that, not having access to a lot of great cards, and maybe my gameplay skills will also improve. So we'll see how far we can get on the ladder and things like that, and just trying to have fun playing some decks that we have access to. And over time, try and create more decks. You know, maybe we go down the road like, alright, what's a really solid deck we could be making right now, but I don't have too many credits to build things. So like, what's something that is affordable to build as opposed to like top tier that's, you know, going to cause some issues when we don't have enough crafting materials to get all the cards that we need and our deck suffers because of it. So that being said, I want to show you access, well, I'm going to show you cards that we have access to. So as you can see here, there's a lot of decks, right? Like we have the ability to make Charizard, we have the ability to make Chien-Pao. We keep going down, like there's an EV box kind of thing going on here as well. We have Lost Zone, Gimmighoul, Goldango, Zoroark, Lugia. You know, and that's kind of it. Like we have access to really good Radiance and really good decks, but like the cards aren't really all here. For instance, Lugia would really like a copy of Regigigas, or maybe a 2/2 line of Minccino, but we don't have access to that. So older staples for the deck, like this Snorlax, are probably going to go into the deck because we need to work with what we have. That also being said, we don't have a whole lot of ancient Pokemon for the Ancient Box deck. We have 4 copies of this Roaring Moon and the EX, and then we have 3 copies of Root Bonnet, and that's it. So that's not great. It's not bad, but it's not great. So already, like, there's just decks that we really can't play, and like Goldango is a really good deck right now, but we have the bad Gimmighoul. It's not necessarily a bad one because Call for Family is a great attack, but with things like Dragapult and Dusclops out there, these Gimmighouls are just easy targets, so having the 70 HP ones would be more beneficial, but we don't have access to them. So that might be something, because crafting these isn't super expensive, that we would maybe want to prioritize over other things like making a full-on Dragapult deck. But yeah, we also don't really have anything to pair well with Goldango. I mean, like, we have the Greninja and we have a Fez, but we have no really good way to straight up power up Greninja at all. So there are things that are kind of hindering our deck making capabilities. So that being said, let's just go through the decks that I've made. So far, I made 5, and we'll try and get a few games before I gotta go to work today. But we'll also keep going, obviously, the next few weeks, and hopefully when rotation happens, things will be in a good spot for us, especially when the game gives us free new cards. So this is the Zoroark deck. Effectively, what Zoroark wants is to have damage counters all over your Pokemon, and it'll do a lot of damage. So to work with that, we have copies of Dodrio that effectively can put damage on themselves and let you have a little bit of draw support. But also, I went with a Radiant Zard variant. I don't even know what to call it. We have Radiant Zard in the format. It's a really good attacker. We might as well use it, right? Like, it just makes sense. We also don't really have access to great stuff. Like, our only ace spec is Sparkling Crystal. So you might see some odd choices, but nevertheless, like, we were working with what we got. Other things though, like, I'm pretty sure Black Belt's training, well, obviously you can see that it's like a Pokeball foil. And then I'm pretty sure the Rotom came from our pack. And it's actually just really good to have because Rotom pairs really well with being able to grab Doduo and Dodrio. So it's just really cool, and I put them in the deck because we have them, so why not? This will allow us to hit 40 more damage on our opponent's active EX, which might actually be really beneficial. Maybe it'll hit the numbers that we need to hit. But other than that, we have really just, this is what we have for energy, so this is what I'm working with, and this is what we're going with. It might not be correct. Maybe the deck just wants 4 double colorless. Maybe it wants more trainers for consistency. Maybe, you know, taking out some energy and putting trekking shoes in would be more beneficial, but we'll see when the time comes. We also have a Lost Box deck with Giratina. It's pretty straightforward. I might have put too much energy in. I kind of forget. I haven't played a Lost Zone deck in forever, how much they really want, but I put 4 Psychic because obviously we want that for Sableye, and also we need it for the attack requirement. But yeah, I put the 3 in. We could probably do 2, but I put the 3 in anyways for Greninja, and it's just pretty standard, straightforward stuff. Give us free retreat, switching options, yada yada yada. Pretty straightforward. There's nothing really to that one. Lugia, though, this one was a challenge. So again, we would love like Minchinos and stuff like that. There's none. We would love Regigigas. We don't have one. I'm pretty sure. I should actually double check to make sure. So yeah. That being said, like, I threw Mew in. Mew's a great way for us to deal with Ogre. Ogerpon right now, the Stone Mask, whatever, that's what it's called, right? Stone Mask. It's gonna bother me if I don't look it up. Real quick. Cornerstone. Yeah. So anyway, that's a great option to help us get through that, because as you can kind of see, like, all of our attackers have abilities. I mean, other than Lugia itself, which is not really doing the job. But, yeah. That's what we have. But, it's pretty straightforward. Like, this is, you know, we don't have anything super great. And then, we're playing 1 copy of Fire Energy with the Zard to hopefully kind of benefit from it, but yeah, I don't know. This will help us get the Fire Energy, and is also allowing us to discard Archeops if we need to. But yeah, like, we're working with what we got. There's no Iron Hands and nothing, so it's not the best deck it can be. This is probably the second best one that we can make. This is just really straightforward. They give you pretty much every single piece you need to build Qianpao, so there's not really much to say about this one. It's just it's good. And then last but not least, the tried and true Charizard EX. I've updated it a little bit to kind of go with a few themes, as you can probably see. Radiant Star's still in the format, so we might as well use it. It's just a really good card. It helps with matchups like against Golden Go and stuff too. And that being said, because we put it in the deck because it's still in format, why not play a copy of Double Turbo Energy? Because it can help us get to the Zard attack that much quicker. And on top of it, you're going to see that we are playing Sparkling Crystal. Again, this is our only ace spec. I'm going to use it. Like, we might have actually only gotten this from the pack too. I couldn't tell you because the game forced me to make the pack, open the packs before I could do anything, so I can't genuinely tell you what I had and didn't have. So I don't know if this is something everybody starts with or not, but it's the only one we have. Charizard is in fact a Terra Pokemon. It doesn't really matter because Charizard can power itself up, but we're already playing 4 Arvid in the deck anyway, so why not? You know, maybe I can dedicate that energy somewhere else, like Radiant Charizard or another Charizard on the bench, you know. So that's just what we're working with, and why not play Magma Basin? We have Charizard in the deck, the Radiant Zard. It'll power up Radiant Zard. Just things, yeah. You understand. You'll see down the road. But for now, I kind of wanted to start things off with Zoroark and just kind of see how things go. So, first things I'm actually looking to improve in this deck, or for the game in general, is I hate the coins that they give you that aren't real coins. Like, I don't like these ones. I don't know what there really is to say about it. I think a lot of decks just want to go second, and it might be wrong for me to go first, but we're going to go first, because I want to try and put as much pressure as we possibly can. Watch me just start, like, Lone Radiant Zard. Alright, well, they know what I'm playing, that's for sure. They are also a new account as well, so maybe they don't. Oh, there it is. I spoke it into existence. Our opening hand would have been fine if we had literally even Radiant Zard in it. But now, I don't think we can play. Well, they're starting off also with the active Lumineon, which isn't great. But yeah, there's not much I can do here. I could put the Gape Jawbog down in case they Iona me. But like, I don't know about that. Also, having access to this Lumineon art on such a low profile, that's pretty nuts. And the Arven too, oh jeez. Alright, so obviously, they're not going to Iona us here, which is fine. The only problem is, I think I'm only playing one Super Rod in the deck, and we're already going to be discarding 2 of our Dodrio. So I'm not going to be able to get those back, as well as the fact that we're also going to basically lose our Gape Jawbog. I probably should have played it, but that doesn't work like that, so the Pikachu would still come in with 200 HP because you have to play it from your hand onto the bench. But yeah, like, this isn't going awful. Well, I think we lost. Yeah, we lost. I mean, what are you gonna do? They had an explosive turn. I could literally play supporter next turn, but that was it. And like, how are we supposed to know that we would be going against Miraidon? Right? Like, whatever. It is what it is. I can't be super salty about that. They had the cards, even with the really crappy Lumineon start, and I just had lone Radiant Zard. Alright, so we're going against a much higher ranked person this time instead of what we just went against, even though they donked us. I guess we will go ahead and do this. And I will just play it smart this time, and if I win, I will choose to go second, even though, like, I want to be aggressive. But, you know, there's not much you can do when you open such a crappy hand. This is actually... Alright, so this isn't ideal because there is a theoretical threat of getting donked via, like... oh geez, what, Pecharunt? But it doesn't look like our opponent is playing a Pecharunt deck. We still have to see which this is. I'm just pretty much assuming. Alright, well, the penny makes me think otherwise. This is probably Ogre Box. I would have said initially that it's probably Roaring Moon, not Roaring Moon, Raging Bolt. But this definitely screams Ogre Box to me. What's going on right now, especially with the penny. So, all right, Fire Energy. I don't actually know what Fire Energy would be for. Anywho, we have the ability to Rotom Fan. So let's go ahead and do that. We're just gonna grab don't know if we want to grab 3, but looks like we prized one of those each. And then if we don't have that in hand, we prize 1. We have all our energy though, and all of our stadiums. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and grab these. We will throw down the Gapejaw Bog first and foremost, so we can start applying the damage. We don't really have the bench room to use Buddy Buddy Poffin effectively here, so I'm actually going to go ahead and get rid of these 2 and grab ourselves a Zoroark. Also, might seem kind of silly, but attaching to the active here and then hitting the Ogerpon for 70 does soften it up a little bit, so we don't have to worry about dishing out too much damage going forward, which is kind of nice. That being said, we could Ultra Ball, and then I could put Lumineon and the Fire Energy back in. And we can probably just get rid of Gengar now, because we don't need Gengar at all. Yeah, so let's go ahead and we're going to grab another Zoroark V, just so we have a full bench. And in case any weird shenanigans does happen where they can somehow KO a Zoroark, we have a backup one. That being said, I don't know if I should Super Rod these now or wait. I'll go for it now, because if anything happens and we can maybe Ultra Ball into Lumineon, that would be good. We do have 2 Ultra Ball left in the deck. So yeah, let's just go ahead and Assault Landing, get 70 damage on the Ogerpon for now. That seems fair enough. I think other than if they were playing Cornerstone. Oh, they're playing Regidrago. Okay, that makes more sense. I couldn't wrap my head around it because I haven't seen anyone play Regidrago in so long. But yeah, that would definitely be a Regidrago thing for the Fire Energy, wouldn't it? So that being said, though, yeah, we definitely have to worry about this, especially if we can get some Kyurem plays off. That wouldn't be good for us. Unfortunately, though, we are gonna have to Iono them, which not normally something I would want to do with such a small hand size, but yeah, it kind of has to be done. So let's throw up Zoroark. Alright, we'll attach the energy, and I guess we just Iono. We can also use the attack for free, but obviously it's going to do less damage now, but we can retreat to the bench with it, but not that that matters. So, let's go ahead and drop the Zoroark. That does 50 damage. I don't know if we need the damage on the active. It might be better to remove that. Let's go ahead and play Fez, because we can flip the script, because they did knock us out. And maybe draw into Dodrios. There we go. There's one. So let's go ahead and zooming draw one time. Alright. This is our last fire energy, so I don't want to get rid of it, because we need that for Zard. I'm just trying to think if they have the possibility of knocking me out, which I don't know if they do. So let's just go ahead and is it really called? Oh, I thought it said Tickling. We'll Ticking Curse for the knockout. 280 damage is really good. Obviously, we do have access to making that a bit stronger in this deck. Unfortunately, though, those don't really help us. We still have access to our V-Star, which is awesome. They still have the capability of powering up a Regidrago in a turn via Ogre Pawns and then energy switching them and just manually attaching. And they're going to have access to a lot of cards here, especially after that flip the script. I'm not too worried though. I don't know if we'll get Iono'd, but we do have some draw capabilities between the Feznippity and the Dodrios. So powering up another Zoroark isn't going to be too hard, and we do hit that 280, which is really nice. And I doubt that they're playing the Goodra. I don't think anyone's playing Hisuian Goodra anymore in these lists. So the likelihood of them reducing damage to themselves is really low. So we're going to see the first energy switch. I believe they still have access to their V-Star. They're going to throw down, and they are going to Iono. Okay, well that kind of sucks a little bit. It's not the end of the world, but it's still annoying nonetheless. Buddy Poffin doesn't really do anything for us. Our own Iono doesn't also really do much for us. But after they knock us out, I don't know. We'll kind of just see what happens. They did manage to power up though, so good for them. What attack will they be using? Looks like Giratina's. Yeah, so they have to discard energy, which is actually not good for them. So it's even less energy in play. Or access to, overall, so we'll see what we can get going here. Alright, so there's the double turbo. I don't think we attach it just yet. Actually, I don't know if we Iono first. Alright, we are going to attach it, because I think I'm going to Iono first and foremost. Because then we get the initial 4, and then we have the other 4 we can draw after it. Oh, another one. So an additional 5 we can draw after it. So, alright, let's hope for the best here. If the game will let me play, that'd be cool. Alright, there we go. So, zooming draw. The Gape Jaw. A little zooming draw. Palpad. Not that we want to use that yet at all. And we will flip the script. So if we don't get a Zoroark or an Ultra Ball, we're kind of screwed. That's not good. 190. I don't think we can do enough, unfortunately. We would need a second damage pump. No, and we got a double knockout on us, so it doesn't matter. It must have been the Dragapult. I wasn't even. Yeah. Ooh. That's the 3rd time in a row that I've won a coin flip. Do I want to go first? No. I think we played it really well, too. Just, yeah, again, like, the things that we were given were not the things that we needed. So, like, what can you do? We might just be getting a free win here, because I don't know if they're playing. Oh boy, another Miraidon. At least this time around, like, we have access to Arven, so we can get a lot of things in play. Now that I think about it too, though, Arven isn't necessarily the best card for this deck. I have it in here because I was thinking, like, it's a good way to also hopefully get a turn 1 Rotom going. But, like, I think we're only playing 1 tool. So, yeah. This is actually kind of fun. So we can get rid of their free retreat. So they need an option for that now. But we will Arvin. And grab the Buddy Buddy and the Defiance Band. Buddy Buddy for the Rotom and Duo. The only problem here though is that they don't have damage on them, so it's not good. So when I fan call here, what I think I want to do is this. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, ideally. So. Oh, yeah, what am I worried about? I can zooming draw with them, so this is fine. The Rotom is the only thing that's not going to have damage on it, which sucks, but it is what it is. And honestly, just because... Does this damage itself? Does. I don't know if they'll be able to... Their opening does not seem strong, so let's go ahead and Reckless Charge. So that way, the active Duo has damage on it already. 30 damage is not bad. It brings it down to 190 essentially, so we just have to hit 190 on this Miraidon. Is that a Galvantula? Alright, and they're gonna Arvin. They don't have anything that they can Forest Seal Stone to. And oh, excuse me, what? And they whiffed that. That sucks. Okay. I was not expecting to see that. That's something. Let's go ahead and get our Dodrios going. I guess we attach the Defiance Band to one of the ones on the bench because we are about to research. Good job, Bog. Alright, let's zooming draw number 1. Let's zooming draw number 2. Can I just get access to my my Zoroarks, please? I guess not. I'm gonna Buddy Poffin and just fail it, but yeah, we have the full lines in there. Not seeing any of them in all of those cards actually kind of crazy. It looks like we had prized a double turbo, so that's also not great. I don't think we play anything. I don't think we attack because we just get knocked out, which gives them a prize card and access to more cards. Obviously, this isn't a stellar game, but, you know, as long as we play it appropriately, that'll be fine. It's a double turbo. Alright, let's zooming draw because we don't want to Iona with them at all. Here's the Ultra Ball. I'm going to get rid of Iono and Gengar here. We'll grab a Zoroark, sorry. Kind of, you know, hard. You know Pokemon so well. I should have gate jogged and London on that. Oh god, that was stupid of me. That was really stupid of me. Alright, let's go ahead and zooming draw. Thankfully, there's things we can do here. Alright, so just to kind of see where we're at. We're doing 100 damage. We could do 40 more damage. And then I'm just gonna play it slow. Yeah. We'll just play it slow. That's fine. And then go ahead and pass. draw our 3 cards for the turn. Now it's kind of a question of... That's not really a question. I guess we just go into Zoroark now and knock it out. We'll take our 12 damage, of course. Should have saved that. No, I guess it doesn't matter because we had the jet energy. That the switch would have gotten out if we got paralyzed. I think this turn we should probably go for the Pheasantipity. Maybe not. Maybe we should take out the Galvantula. If we can. How much damage we do? 230. Maybe we should take out the Fez. Galvantula's gonna be annoying though. I was gonna say, I hope TCG Live didn't just crash, because it's 1 o'clock, so everything is resetting right now. It might have. Alright. So I think what I want to do is come in with a Dodrio to get the knockout here. See, I want to get rid of cards that are just dead to us, but I also don't want to lose some of the cards we have in our hand, or have them not be in the deck anymore when we might need them. So let's just go ahead and Ballistic Beak for the knockout. So when I was originally putting the deck together, I didn't have Rotom Fan in it at first because I didn't realize we had it. And then, of course, when I found out that we had Rotom Fan, I went back and added it to the deck. But obviously, I was Arvening for the Buddy Buddy. But now that we have the Rotom, I think there's definitely things that we can do. But the only problem with the Rotom is we want it in the active and we want it attacking as soon as possible, because we want it off the field as soon as possible so we can play some of our other guys that are just much better. Also, not drawing the last Dodrio out of the prizes has kind of been bad, because that would effectively let us just do more damage and we get the knockout, but obviously we can't get there because of that. I'll see what I can do. Maybe I should go in with the Rotom and hit it first. I think I might be able to get the KO actually with just the Black Belt's training. I think that's what I was thinking about before. I'd be able to do enough damage with it, but I would obviously have to boss because we don't have access to like Prime Catcher or anything. So yeah, we'll Gape Jaw. I love how the timer's still going down because I can't play cards. I literally can't play cards. There we go. Let's get the energy going on that. Right, well, it'd be nice if I could do anything. There we go. That helps a lot, actually. I don't know if we should Black Belt's training. I think I should put an Iono back in the deck. In the research. I should definitely move the damage now, though, while I have access to moving the damage. Move it off the active. That's fine. We don't need to Black Belt's training, so we won't. Just tune out the deck a little bit. It's really crazy how many cards we have in hand, though. Definitely a good deck for drawing cards. Will we get the last Dodrio? Nope. It's a good thing I moved the damage. So obviously they can paralyze us here, which would stall. But if they don't Iono, and they're not, and they can't even do like reset stamp, so yeah, we've effectively won because I have the Jet Energy. We Jet Energy to the active with the Dodrio, which has enough damage on it to knock out pretty much almost anything he has at this point. How much does Lucky Punch do? Vengeful Punch, whatever. 4 damage. This is Lucky Punch. Is that the held item for Chansey? Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't just go in for the KO. Well, I guess you can't because your 3 retreat cost is really hefty. Well, just go ahead and take the knockout. No need to be extra about it. We won a game finally, but it wasn't against the best deck. So, I don't know if I can really say much there. And I definitely have some thoughts about the Rotom for sure. But, you know, I had to go get ready for work at this point in time. But that wasn't a bad day 1, essentially. It looks like everything reset. You've reached level 5 as well. Okay, rewards to collect. Done. Sure. I don't know if there's anything I can collect. I don't know if this is off the old one or off the new one. Looks like it's the new one. It looks like we'll actually be getting access to our Chaladon, which is really cool. I don't know why half of the stuff isn't loading. So that's not cool. I would love to see what the rest of the stuff here is. Gold rescue stretcher, night whatever. Night stretcher. Yeah, I definitely am looking forward to potentially getting our Chaladons and stuff, but I guess we'll collect, and I don't know really what's going on here at all, so whatever. Let's see if we got updated with any new cards. That'd be cool. I feel like we didn't have this, did we? We might have. It's just such a not great card. It looks like we got... No, it doesn't look like we got anything new. Yeah, everything is still in the same positions that they were. If we got new cards, they would have shifted slightly. So that's a bummer. I still can't see really what's in the battle pass, unfortunately. So yeah, that's going to do it for right now.